The warm-up can be a very essential part of any workout, as you want to make sure you're warming up your total body and preparing yourself for that lift. You want to make sure you're putting your muscles through ranges of motion that will enable them to be used when you're lifting, along with increasing the range of motion. Getting the heart rate up is another reason why you want to do a proper warm-up. So here's the one we do at Wisconsin Sports Performance. We start off arm circles. We go 5 front, 5 back with that. Next thing you know, I think of SpongeBob breaking around town, we want to loosen up the hips. So there we go, 5 to the right, 5 to the left. Leg cradles, want to make sure to warm up that nice piriformis. Give it a nice little stretch here as you bring it up, a little stretch. And then we'll go with quad stretch. 4 to 5 each side on this. Next thing we'll do is we'll find a wall and we'll go standing leg swings, 8 to the front, 8 to 10 to the side. So 8 to 10 either way with it, trying to get that full range of motion, keeping that toe up as you're swinging for that hamstring to really make sure you stretch it out. From there, we'll work our way down into the ground. We'll do what I call iron cross, so up, over, try to kick that hand, bring the leg up and over. That way you're gonna stretch out that low back and into your glutes. Also, if you haven't cracked your back a little bit, it'll probably crack your back. Next thing, we'll pause on one side, bring your legs up 90-90, stretch out that thoracic spine. As you open it up, you want to keep your knees down and look at the hand as wide as you can. You also could bring it up and over to stretch out a different part of your upper back. Glute bridge, bring the hips up, squeeze at the top. We can go double leg or single leg, depending on what you are looking for. From there, we'll roll over onto our stomach, knock out a scorpion. So again, try to reach that foot up and touch. This is gonna stretch low back, hip flexors, get you ready for there. Then you can get up on all fours if you wanna knock out some cat cows to really stretch out that low back, especially on a squat day. We also can do fire hydrants or hip circles to help warm up the hips. Then we'll go push-up position, Spider-Man with rotation. So we work with a lot of upper body dominant sports. So this is just another way to get some more rotation in. Plus it gets a little bit deeper. At this bottom, you're really trying to sink down into it. That way you can get that back hip flexor and stretch that hip out. Then we'll go with a half kneeling rocker, forward and backwards. So on this one, to make it more of a stretch, you want this knee outside your hip. If you want less of a stretch, bring it in. A big tip is to keep that side foot flat. All you're doing is sitting back into it. You're gonna feel a stretch in that groin. And then, again, if it's more of a lower body day, I would knock out a little pigeon stretch. That way you're really trying to stretch out as much of that leg as you can, preparing yourself for the depth of the squat. So there's our warm-up. It is something you can definitely add to yours, or find 1 or 2 things that you do like that you aren't currently using for your warm-up.